Wait, Josh, is this what you meant? We're doing this. You wanted us to just shining lights on things.
That's my dog. That's my dog right there.
Oh, I see. I see it. What's up, Indy?
It's Batman.
Well, welcome back, everybody. It's actually been 2 weeks since we played this game. I don't think that's going to be the case when it airs, but some of us are a little more aerodynamic than when you last saw me. Corona cuts. The way it is. Just how it goes. So when we last left off, you guys, the Pumped Up Kids, TPK, has arrived at the dwarven fortress of Axeholm. You guys had a little fun little encounter, or I guess encounter would work with Cryovane, the white dragon of Icespire Peak. You know, the titular character, I guess, would be the way for the adventure. And you kind of, from a distance, saw him rip a caravan to shreds and then go off with its dinner. And Daisy did not have a great time with that. Yeah, you went back to town. What happened there? You guys chatted with Falcon a little bit. You found... Well, you got a potion of cold resistance from Adabra, thanks to the smooth moves of one Landor, Henrisen.
Got some jewels appraised. I don't remember if we actually sold any.
I don't think so. You were like, you're not going to give me 300% of what it's worth? Done. No, I'm just kidding.
Actually, I think we did sell some of the pearls.
That's probably true. I trust your record keeping way more than I trust my own memory. So... But yeah, and then I think Falcon still has that sending stone, and if something bad does happen, I mean, he's kind of look after the town, I think, is the consensus. Yeah, and this quest right here is to try and have a spot to go in case the town needs to escape. So I'm going to read the text aloud as you have arrived at Axeholm. It says, thrust out from the base of a dark gray mountain is the entrance to the dwarven fortress. A dark 15-foot wide passageway flanked by 40-foot high bulwarks of smooth, seamless stone. An iron portcullis covered with rust blocks the entrance, and arrow slits carved into the bulwarks are dark, revealing no hint of occupation. What would you like to do?
You know, I do love the dwarves, but I've always found it so comical that such a short race of people loved such tall dwarves.
I think it's one of those, the bigger the door, the higher the status kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. It very well could be. I'll just, you know, just start riding my horse closer.
What time of day is it?
I'm gonna say it's like midday, because I think it's only 15 miles south of Phandalin, so I think if you were on horseback, I don't know. If I'm wrong, tell me about it, and that's fine in the comment section. And it's midday.
I'm gonna go ahead and just cast mage armor on myself.
Okay.
It's a wise decision.
Little shimmering field kind of goes around him and then seems to blink out, but it's there.
I think when we get a little closer, I want to do Divine Sense to see if there's any good or evil about, other than our party, obviously.
Sure. So, are you guys like getting right up to the fortress, like up to the stone and the walls and everything? And
is the portcullis down, like blocking the door right now?
It is. I could show you. I might have to rearrange things a little bit, but this is kind of how I figured. This is the portcullis right here. It's down. And then these are like little arrow slits in the bulwarks. These things right here are 40 feet high. Very massive. And to your point, you get the sense that there are multiple levels, like stories of that, more than there is a need for like 40 feet high doors. but nonetheless.
Do we see any sort of mechanism or anything like chains to open the portcullis? And also, do we get the feeling that there's people waiting to shoot some arrows behind those?
There seems like there is no activity whatsoever. It's like quiet, almost a little eerily so. And there's actually a little bit of there's a not so great smell, we'll say. Just it's not like very intense, but there's just like a, what is that? Like,
does Daisy smell that even stronger than we do? She just used
Divine says, how does that work again? It's within 60 feet?
Yes, but I wanted to make sure that we were like close enough. I mean, I guess I could use it 3 times per long rest, so I could use it right now. We're probably going to be here all day, so.
Does it last for a time, or is it just a momentary? I think it lasts for a minute.
No, it's a momentary. But actually, I'm going to wait to use it because I can only tell if they're not behind total cover. So unless they're like right in front of us, I don't think I'd be able to tell.
Sure, unless you were actively looking for like an invisible creature, you can see there's nothing going on. With the light that goes on, I mean, there's some shadowing, so this would kind of be like dim light based on where you're looking, you know.
Can I look in one of the arrow slits, like on the left side there, and just kind of like peek in?
Sure.
What's your face AC?
Oh, that was one of the best memories. It's like, what is your face AC?
Luckily, with mage armor, it's still 16.
So here, I mean, you know, you can kind of see there's just some shadowing. Kind of, it just looks like your best guess would be some kind of guard zone post. You know. You think you see what, let's see, actually make sure I say that right in the right section. Yeah, so you also see, you kind of, you know, dip your head in a little bit, and you see what might look like a guard ballista kind of pointed right, actually, now that that comes into focus, kind of right at your face.
Wow.
But no, there's no movement or anything like that to make it seem like it's
loaded.
manned. Or
does it look like it's
not
loaded and prepared?
No, I mean, you see what might look like some ammunition to the side, but it's not like
cocked and like ready to go off.
Right. Exactly.
Does it look like there's any way, like just doing an investigation of this area in the portcullis, does it look like there's any way here that we can get past it or through it without destroying it?
The arrow slits, you just kind of are looking at it, and you and Marcus definitely could not get through. Daisy might be able to do it.
I would prefer if we don't destroy the portcullis, just because that is a part of the protection. Are we talking about the portcullis or the
yes.
I mean, I'm just trying to figure out how we can get in. Like, I don't want to destroy it because of the fact that that's part of the defense, and it may, I mean, I don't know if it'll stop a dragon, but it might provide some sort of protection for the town if they have to get in here.
It'll definitely help.
Yeah, as far as the portcullis goes, I mean, are you guys just kind of actively milling about, looking and checking things out?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would be. Yeah.
The portcullis is heavy. I mean, like, even if all 3 of you were like actively trying to lift this thing, not moving. And not even Daisy would be able to find her way through the portcullis.
But Daisy could fit through one of the arrow ports?
You probably could, yeah.
Is there anything, like, kind of looking around the perimeter, do I get any sort of idea where there could be like another sort of entrance?
I would say choose either perception or investigation, and like if you just taking a step back and kind of just like looking at the picture as a whole.
Yeah.
I have another idea, guys. What about if one at a time, one of us climbs into the bag of holding, Daisy brings the bag of holding through, then gets us out.
That's
would that work?
that's actually a great idea. I'm just gonna. I already said I was gonna do this. So I'm
Yeah,
just
he's
gonna
back
check.
there looking, and you're thinking, and you're like, all right.
That is a 13 perception.
Yeah, you're not entirely sure where, any other options where they may be.
Alright. Yeah, I'll just come back and be like, I looked around the outside, I don't see any sort of other entrance. There might be some, but as far as I can tell, I don't see anything else. Do you have any ideas, Landor? Daisy?
Well, I was kind of thinking that that if Daisy climbed through and one of us was in the bag of holding, like I know that you can't be in there for very long because there's not that much air, but with the way that it phase shifts you, that we might be able to cross over through the hole if she's carrying the bag and carry us through.
It looks like the bag can fit through the hole. I mean, if Daisy could fit, then the bag can fit.
Oh,
right?
yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Oh, I really don't want to get in that thing.
Don't worry, Marcus. We won't leave.
Split the party. It's fine. It'll be fine. What could happen?
Well, maybe we could let's send Daisy in first, and then I could put you in the bag of holding, or you could put me in the bag of holding and just hand it to her after. That way, if there's anything in there, we'll be immediately ready to help. Or if anything's out here, there's both of us out here already. Or we could just put somebody in the bag and she can go through. What's the worst that could happen?
All right. Can
mean-
Daisy reach the window?
Yeah,
Can I reach it without help, like to try and get in it? Because I don't know how
Oh,
tall
yeah.
it is.
Is the one on the east side bigger? On the right side bigger?
Like this one?
Yeah.
They're both slits are more or less the same.
Okay.
No significant difference.
Well, I would probably say it'd probably be better if Marcus, you go first, just because in a limited capacity, I can cast spells through this window, so like I could still support you guys if need be, if for some reason there was something crazy in there.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Alright. In the bag.
Be
So you open
very
up the bag.
nervous. Wait, don't
Marcus
get in
is-
it yet. Let me
Yes.
get through the port first, and then you get in the bag. That way, you spend a minimum amount of time. You don't have to wait for me to wriggle through. What if I get stuck? We've been eating pretty well. That's her belly.
Well, if you get stuck, you could just push me through. Push the bag through. Take me out of the bag and I could help you out from the other side. Perhaps.
I love how much
Oh,
thought is going into
gosh.
this.
Oh, whatever you guys want to do. I don't like this at all.
I mean, if I get stuck, you could just push me from the other end. Or just let me get
Alright.
through. Daisy's gonna try and climb in.
Which one you want to do?
I guess should we look into all of them first to make sure there's not like something like right there?
I guess I'll look at the bottom one of this left side also.
We can just do that, I think. More or less the same. We'll say. You want to look at this one, Daisy?
Yeah.
Basically the same. I mean, there's like a ballista kind of here, ammunition, same thing here. Looking from both sides, you could see maybe they're sharing ammunition a little bit here in the middle, but very fine craftsmanship. Old, but a lot of rust.
All right, I guess let's do this. You guys think I should climb in on the left or the right?
Climb in on the left side.
All right, I'm gonna climb into the one on the left side. That's
one?
The one that's towards the top.
So this one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. make a Constitution, Dexterity, and Wisdom saving. No, I'm just kidding. So you kind of squeeze through.
Oh, jeez.
You're just climbing in. No, just kidding. You kind of squeeze through the window. It's a little snug because you're short, but you are muscular. But you're able to, make your way through and kind of get past the ballista, which is kind of right there. So we'll say you're standing right next to it, and you see what looks like a door down here. I'll do this here. I'm assuming you just could take a step or two in and look.
Yeah.
This looks like some kind of rusted iron wheel with like a bar that you could do to maybe move the maybe opens the gate. That's not really that hard to say. A door here and some stairs leading upward.
Can I look around? Can I look at the ceiling?
Sure.
Is there anything on the ceiling? Do I need to make a investigation? A perception?
Yes, while I read what I should know.
Okay. Alright, come on, dice, don't fail me now. Oh, jeez, it failed me. Am I doing investigation?
Yes.
11.
Okay, the ceiling is roughly 15 feet-ish high. Seems flat, made of stone. This door down here, I know you didn't say that, but the door just looks like thick and sturdy oak with iron bands across, hinges, very dwarven in feel and, construction.
All right, guys, there's a thing that looks like I could open up the gate, or you guys could get into the bag of holding. I don't really care which we do. If I start opening up this gate, it might disturb everything. I don't know if you want to kind of keep it element of surprise.
Look at you planning ahead.
I'm so proud.
Lando, what say you? Should we hop in the bag or open the gate?
Does it look like you can open it?
I don't know. It looks rusted. Unfortunately, we don't know anything about tetanus now, so I don't know if it'll still function. I could try and work it and see if it will still open.
Try to see if it seems like when you're trying to turn it that it either doesn't turn or it's like really making a racket, then we'll go to the bag of holding. But if you can open it, let's see if you can open it. I don't know. It might require people on both sides. I don't know.
All right, I guess let's find out. I'll walk up to the rusted handle.
Usually these things are kind of made to be operated with relatively minimal amount of people, but at the same time, for sure, I'm not an engineer.
Okay. So you're gonna come down and do the thing?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay. Just looking down here, you see what looks like more of the same. And make an athletics check.
Oops. 26.
Yeah. So you get there, you kind of brace yourself, and and it just kind of snaps back into operation. You hear like a nice little a little bit as it starts to move, and you just kind of hesitate, but then it seems to not make really as much sound. And then there's just the sounds of chains and things moving as the portcullis moves up about 5 feet or so.
All right. Well, I'll go to the other side of the portcullis.
Yep.
Yeah,
Easy enough to
same.
just kind of... You're going too, Josh?
Yeah.
Okay. Easy enough to just kind of duck your heads underneath.
Yeah.
And...
Check out that door.
Okay. Okay. So this is double doors, very solid wood. Again, similar to this other door like I described, but just seems to be bigger and thicker. It appears to be locked. I mean, not be like push on it or anything. I don't want to like assume much.
We never. Well, yeah. I mean, I would, try to open it, but it's locked, right?
It's definitely not just readily open, I would say.
We never picked up those thieves' tools, did we?
You don't necessarily actually see even a lock to pick, if you will. You imagine it's more like barred, based on.
Oh, okay.
And probably thickly so. And not like the class barred. I think.
I whisper through this thing for Daisy to come over here. Daisy.
Well, if I let go of this wheel, does it feel like it's gonna slam?
Is there something to like notch it?
Yeah, can I like make sure that it doesn't? Like, I don't want to leave it wide open.
There seems like a locking or a locking mechanism, whatever you want to call it, that would let it stay in position.
Okay, I will lock the wheel.
Okay.
And
you kind of do your little like test to like, is it gonna?
Yeah.
Okay, it's good. Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
One of those.
And then I'll walk over to the window, or the arrow slot, and what?
Hey Daisy, so it seems like the door might be barred. I don't know if you want to try to sneak around and see if it's something that you can open. Like, obviously, if you encounter anybody, I would rather you come run back out to us than to try to fight them alone, because we obviously don't really have much of a way of getting in there to either help you or even know what's going on. Do you feel comfortable with that, or would you rather us try to come through the bag of holding through the window?
No, that's fine. I guess I will stealth.
Operate on my own? Yeah.
Just remember, if you encounter anything, run back to us.
I guess I will stealth towards the door.
So, like, going down towards this other way?
Yeah.
Okay, roll a stealth check.
Okay. 14.
Okay. Okay, so you get down here, and this is totally pitch dark at this point. But because of your dark vision, you still have, you can still see in dim light and darkness.
Mm-hmm. Oh, what the heck?
Looks like you see another slit there. I mean, honestly, just looking down there, it looks like there's just dust everywhere. Like, there's been no movement or activity, like, at all.
This was not what I was hoping for. I'm gonna try and scramble through the hole, the arrow.
Going this way?
Yep.
All right, similar to the way you, got in. You're able to squeeze through, and kind of disturbs a little dust, kind of, can't help but maybe just clear your throat.
All right. Do I see any enemies immediately around me?
Oh,
nope, definitely not.
This door doesn't appear to be trapped from my side, does it?
No, you don't notice any traps. I'm gonna make you roll for that. That will work, yeah. So here, through your dark vision, you see like a couple of pillars, another door, a little bit beyond your vision area down here, but you kind of make out the makings of another door. Just for the sake of it, I'll say you take one more step, and you see some more of the same. And it looks like kind of just like a meeting or gathering hall of some sorts, like a entry foyer, but very large, 40-foot high ceilings. Again, just nice dwarven craftsmanship, just very old and seems undisturbed.
Alright, I'm gonna go over to the door. Can I tell how it's
Which one?
locked? The one that
Up top?
Marcus and Landor are behind.
Sure. I'm just gonna make sure I don't say something wrong. Yes. You see very thick wooden beam across. I mean, if you guys were to try from the other side to come through, it would be a lot of noise and a lot of effort to try and open this thing.
All right. So can I open it?
Sure.
Can I
Make
take
an
the
athletics
thing
check.
All right.
Because it is pretty thick and heavy. You're pretty strong though, so.
21.
Yeah, I mean, it was maybe just a little wedged, but you just and easily enough are able to kind of slide it up on against the wall. And not necessarily not very loud, but also not entirely quiet.
Are you guys sure it's not locked on your side?
Both of you roll perception checks. Gosh, you might
9.
be muted. Okay.
Yeah, with the update, it doesn't have the thing there all the time now. That was a 12 for me.
Yeah, Landor must have just been kind of like looking around a little bit, but Marcus could definitely heard a little something behind the door.
All right, I'll open the doors for them.
It just kind of it opens inward towards you, and a little bit more light kind of shines in. But Marcus is definitely going to start struggling at this point without dark vision.
Do there look like there's places for torches on the walls or anything like that? Or
Yep, there are sconces and things throughout.
I'll just go through and start lighting them.
How are you going to do that?
I'm going to do that with my flame tongue. Yep.
The glaive, yeah. So you basically are a walking torch at this point. Yep, and then obviously a little more color comes out. I think it's 20 feet of bright light and 20 feet of dim light beyond that, I think. So you guys have a decent amount of light walking through.
As Marcus is lighting the torches, I want to look around and kind of investigate, see if there's anything that looks weird.
To put you here, since we'll say each of these has a sconce here, next to each of the doors and whatnot.
Cool.
I'm sorry, so you're investigating?
Yeah, I want to. Is there anything? I'm really just looking to see if there's any bad guys around.
Sure. This honestly just feels like a kind of what I described. I mean, there's some fine dwarven architecture, but it just seems like a spot where maybe people would gather before they might head out. If they were under attack, this would be a nice little defensible spot as well. Definitely, there's not really any signs of movement or things, at least for quite some time. The only signs you see are just the way you guys have disturbed the dust and rock.
There's
and
nothing
these doors,
on the ceiling.
Nothing on the ceiling. And and these doors all more or less look the same as the door I described up here, just a little larger.
I'll say to the group, right, who's up for another game of left, right, center? Which door?
I say we go left.
So you're left, or as the viewers left?
The viewers left.
Okay. So this one.
Yes.
Okay.
The whoers left?
the whoer? Yeah. And is there a particular marching order you'd like to have?
I'm a big fan of Marcus in the middle.
Daisy will go first.
So maybe something like that?
Yes.
Sure.
Okay.
Let's check that door for traps though before we go through it. Just because I do know that dwarves can be cunning little trap artists and sometimes like to do stuff like that just for craftsmanship's sake.
To their own holds.
I think sometimes they do it just to like show that they can. It's kind of like a level of just like prestige.
Yeah,
I did forget to mention one feature. Sorry. There is a small stone balcony that protrudes from the wall above the east one here. This guy. About 20 feet. 20 feet above the door.
Tell me that after I pick this door.
I know. I'm sorry. There doesn't seem to be any activity though, or anything of note other than that's there.
Does it smell any mustier in here than usual?
I don't think must would be the right word.
Does it smell like death?
Yeah, you said there was a smell.
Yeah, maybe.
Is it getting stronger as we're going?
It's a little stronger in here than it was.
Does it?
Not
can we say like follow the smell?
Let's make a survival check for tracking-ish purposes.
Sure.
It's going to be hard though, at least in this room.
18.
I think it's 17 for me.
Are we all doing it?
Sure.
Oh no, just a 14 for me.
Natural 20.
Nice.
4.
Which is actually
For
an
a
18.
total of
19.
What is this again? You said
Survival. It's wisdom based.
Survival. I am proficient in survival. I don't know why I would have picked that, but so it's 21.
Okay.
Nice.
Unfortunately, it's kind of equa disgusting, whichever door you seem to smell around. But they do seem to get marginally a little stronger, but they're all kind of have a little extra stench to them.
I'm gonna kick the door open.
Ooh, okay.
Does the smell remind me of the zombie by any chance? Like something remember when we fought the ogre zombie or whatever? Does it smell like undead? Like, is that the smell? Or necromancy, or
I mean, the circumstances of that encounter was a little different. That was a very open space as well. This is very tightly trapped, but maybe not outside the realm of possibility. And you're just kicking this door down?
Kicking the door down.
Just doing it. All right, let's go. Okay.
Unless it opens in which case I would open the door.
No, it opens out.
Check the hinges.
I mean, I would, and right after he kicks the door in, I'm like, just remember that we are trying to possibly use this place.
Oh, I'm not trying to break the door down. Just
With your light, it looks like you see door up here, door here, door here, door here, and then this kind of goes beyond your ability to see. But again, very similar. The floor is actually strewn with bits of armor and actually some gnawed bones, probably dwarven.
That's not a good sign.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely, and the smell does get a little stronger.
What do we think? Would I have any sort of idea what could have possibly gnawed on those bones, or they're just gnawed bones?
I think at this point you probably wouldn't know. I mean, it just looks like some creature with sharp teeth.
Right.
Probably strong jaw. Maybe not Grog.
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
Maybe more like Kevdak level.
Okay. I'll go up north, unless somebody else wants to go somewhere else.
Okay.
No, I'm just gonna follow him.
Okay. Daisy, is she kind of just coming along, or is she doing something different? Not moving, just in case, because you never know what it is he's.
Yeah, I'll walk into the room, just like straight in.
Like right here.
Yeah.
Okay, similar. I mean, this is just seems like a squared off area. Door here, door here, door here, door here. And Marcus, you're just heading northward, you said?
Yeah, Marcus has a feeling that that'll just lead to the stairs that lead to that thing. You know.
Okay. So I'm just gonna do that, and you are correct. The doorway up there.
Yeah. You know, safe to say, I would probably open the door, look, be like, "Oh, this is the room Daisy was in," and then walk back out.
Totally fine. No need to roleplay that. Okay, here we are.
All right, let's open that leftmost door.
The one on the bottom.
The one. Wait, is that a window or is that a door?
I think he's just continuing the joke, I guess, if you will. All right, so the door opens up. Easy enough. And that is... Tattered wool curtains conceal 3 neglected privies, each with a wooden bench set against the back wall.
Is this
Not
where
a
the
very
smell
fun...
was coming from?
No, I mean, after a while, I mean, it did stay there, but even, as they say, when you find dog poop in the winter, don't break the seal. So it's not quite as intense as you might think.
It's a layer of dust protecting it.
Something like that.
Let's not go in
south.
there.
Just gonna close
I
the
open the door to the south.
Oh, okay. Enough to do.
This is the one where there's enemies in there.
Exactly, because I went first.
Aha! No.
Me and Daisy will check out the top.
Yep, we're gonna leave Landor by himself.
Aha. All right. Standing between 2 blackened hearths are a pair of rusty anvils. Right here. I feel like you hear a bit of a fluttering noise that's coming from the room. Like a
I wave at them and motion for them to come closer. I don't know if they notice or not, or if they're too busy opening the other door.
Are you opening the other door?
I was joking when I said that.
I know, I was just making sure because I figured you were.
I didn't know if you were.
If Daisy went to do it, I might follow. I don't know.
No,
I'm not
to
gonna
decide. Roll the dice. No.
I'm not gonna let Landor open doors by himself. Not that he can't do it, just I don't want him to die.
Yeah,
I mean,
we just
I
don't trust him to do it.
but to a point.
If I heard the fluttering too, I would walk in and just kind of, the flame tongue glaive and just.
Sure. Okay, so let's say you did hear it, but let me just find something real quick. So you all walk into... you see another door down here. This is just a stone wall. Sometimes it's not exact. But...
Do we see that? Like, I look up to see if I see anything, like, flying around. Or...
Sure, so there's nothing going on in the ceiling, and the closer you come in, the more you feel like it came from this, like, what do you call it? The fireplace down here.
Is it a bat?
You mean those flying rats?
It's well lit now that Marcus has his glaive is in here.
That's a door on the bottom.
Down here is a door, yes.
And there was like a fireplace on that left side?
They're both fireplaces.
Okay.
This is just the one that seems to be where that sound had come from.
I'm gonna kind of like... Oh.
I was just gonna stick the fire in there just for a second. If you had another idea, go for it.
I was actually gonna like look and just like look up it.
I'll let you guys decide who does what.
As he's starting to look, or as I'm doing that, or he's starting to look, and I was gonna do that at the same time, and then I noticed that his head is about to be where my glaive is, and I'm like, whoa.
Gotcha.
But I'm like quietly trying to do it, so if there is something up there, I'm not disturbing it.
Sure.
You know, I'm just kind of trying to like gingerly kind of like look up
Yeah.
it. And of course, you can't see when I go out of the camera frame as to what I'm doing. But...
Make a perception check.
9.
9. Yeah, I mean, you look up there. There's just a lot of shadows. I mean, a little bit of the light hits the ground more and maybe reflects up, but yeah, I don't see anything.
Okay. Well, I can't see anything up there. Hoping with my dark vision I'd have a better idea, but
It's dim light, so it's really not. I probably actually you're supposed to make that with disadvantage. You failed it with the 9.
I'm gonna open that bottom door.
Okay.
Is this something where we could restart the fire?
I mean, I don't see why you wouldn't be able to.
All right, I'm gonna cast a firebolt into it to try to like restart the fire of the,
Are we
of
sure
the
we wanna
forest.
One
draw
step
that
at a time.
attention?
As
To
you
the-
open this up, I'll just real quick. You open this up, you see looks like smithy tools and stuff. They hang from hooks on the walls. Usually a bit rusty, but probably serviceable if you did feel the need.
Okay.
And then so you're shooting a firebolt at which one?
The one on the left.
So the,
No, the bottom.
the bottom one.
one.
I'm like you.
Well, I get my
you. You hit
that was
you,
from my character's point of view this time.
I gotcha. So we'll say you're like right here. Where's Daisy? I'm probably just looking around at this point.
Yeah, I'll just
Okay,
where I
that's
am is fine.
Okay. Second. Okay, so if you remember when you guys were in the mansion, those annoying little like pointy, baddish looking creatures.
Sturges.
Yeah, yeah. We don't need no stinking sturges. Anyways, one just kind of actually comes and flies and actually tries to take a swipe at you with his beak, but you just kind of see it kind of duck out of the way and it just flies up, and it seems to kind of be like panicking as it's in the room, and it's kind of up against the ceiling now.
Can I open the
And at this
flue?
point, Marcus, you were kind of like looking and you hear that and you just turn and like, what the heck was that?
Can I open the flue of the other chimney to let it fly up and out that chimney?
Did it fly within my reach?
I would say at this point it probably flew up. It's kind of right in the middle of the room, but up on the ceiling, which is 15 feet high. So, and it's just kind of like there, like perched up on the ceiling. And then you want to move over here. You don't see any reason why the chimney flue would be closed, but I would say make an investigation check just to see if you can figure out what has happened.
And while she's doing that, I'm gonna try to cast a firebolt at it.
It's fine. Just give it a moment here. What do you got there, Izzy?
13.
13. You feel like the flue actually, as far as the everything down here is concerned, is open, but there's no light coming in at all from the top, as if something is blocking it. But you're not sure what it is. And then go ahead and make your attack roll for your firebolt.
We're about to smoke this place out.
Oh, yeah, if I roll another 3 with this dice, that's an 11.
11, yeah, it just kind of, and it just kind of hits the ceiling and just gets a little charred there. We don't need it combat. Marcus, what do you do? We don't need initiative. We're good.
It's wait, did he hit it and kill it, or
No, it missed.
Oh, I mean, I'm not. I don't. If it comes within my reach, I'm gonna kill it anyway. So I'm not really super worried about it. But
So what are you, just defensive stancing?
not even.
It's like, eh.
Is the room filling up with smoke?
Yeah, that's what I was worried about.
It's a little early in the game to tell. I mean, this. That's why I was just saying, Marcus, just take a turn in combat, kind of a thing, is what I'm saying.
I mean, I'll just kind of pass my turn. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Okay. At this point, it's going to now fly down. It looks like it's flying right at Daisy. And it's gonna try. Daisy, are you taking an attack of opportunity?
I'm an idiot.
Yeah, I guess I'll take an attack of opportunity.
Because it's gonna try and fly right past you. Go ahead.
Oh.
All right. I'm trying to hit it with the sword.
Okay.
So that's 19 to hit.
Okay, don't even bother rolling damage. It just comes in there and you just and it just slices right in half and falls to the ground. It's like just don't even worry about it. You're fine. Like it's got 2 hit points.
Daisy,
I hate those things.
They're obnoxious.
Daisy, what did you see in the chimney?
Oddly enough, nothing. There's no light coming through. I wanted to just let it fly out because I figured why waste our time with something so small. But
the room is now starting to fill with smoke.
Okay, let's put out that fire.
yeah, I don't think we have proper ventilation in here.
Yeah, it's not great. How are you gonna do that?
Try to like knock whatever coals or whatever's on fire and kind of like spread it around to kind of like get it to go out. I don't think we have any water.
Like with your mage
really.
hand or something? Is that what you're doing? So it's not so bad.
Yeah. I'm trying to
Okay.
like use my mage hand to like separate them. That way they kind of just like will go out. And I mean, is the floor stone?
Yes.
Then I even like knock some of it like onto the floor to kind of like spread it out just a little bit so it's not all together.
Certainly slowed down significantly at this point. And eventually you do think it will stop.
Let's get out of here.
What was in the door that Marcus opened? Did he open that door?
He did. I'll
Yeah,
let
so
Marcus tell you.
there was just a bunch of smithy tools and things of this sort. Kind of rusted out, but probably could be fixed and used if someone has a skilled hand.
All
When
right,
he
cool.
says that, I hold up my mage hand and go like this.
Something like that, yes.
Oh, landlord.
Alright, I'll go check. If
Moving
we
up.
all leave this room, I would close the door behind us.
Okay. Grid fire safety.
Yep.
Doors closed.
And I would want to check out that room. I don't know.
Okay.
What you guys
So this one right up here?
That's what Marcus
Let's
wants.
check
to
it
do.
out.
Okay. So you open up that door. You see that. No, I'm just kidding. Just gonna move this over. Obviously you know what's there, but there's a wall there.
Yeah.
You just kind of open up the door and it looks like dozens of meager cots kind of just scattered about the floor. There are fireplaces here, which are just stand cold and dark. And it seems like maybe like a barracks or something like that.
Is there anything like does it look like anyone left anything behind in here?
You want to do a little investigation check?
Can I look in the fireplaces while he's doing that? I want to see.
Very similar to what you saw down in the other.
Okay.
I think it was a 6, so
Yeah, nothing of significance.
So I just want
Clothes.
to note in part of getting this ready, we're probably going to need to get up top to clear out all of these chimneys. I don't know if there's like a bird's nest or some critters that made their homes up top, but to have heat and light, we're going to need to make sure that these get cleared out.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I almost wonder like if they didn't like close them down when they were trying to seal the place off for some reason or something of that nature.
I guess we'll find out when we
with
get.
the fact that all of them are closed.
Yeah.
I would say again, the flue actually looks open, but then when you look inside, it's something. There's no light coming in.
The flue is open though. They didn't shut it.
Well, that's what
to
I'm
close
saying.
it
Like
down.
up at the top, they may have like put something over it to shut it off. Is what I was thinking. But yeah, I don't know if that really makes sense with having a flue.
Could there's. Well, I mean, how long do we know that this place has been abandoned for?
Been the
Long
last
time?
100 years, yeah. Like it's been
Okay.
quite some time.
Yeah.
It just says
There
sealed
also
for
could have been-
years.
Yeah.
I think
The amount of dust alone would make you feel like it's been a while. Like
there could be rocks up top, or it could be anything. But let's keep looking around in here and see what we find, and then after we know that it's safe inside, perhaps we could get up top and clean the outside. There might even be stairs.
That's true. Let's check the other door in this room.
you gonna come up here?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, opening up the door. And you see what looks like a weapons supply locker-ish, if you will, or cabinet or closet. There just seems to be empty stone weapon racks. Those wooden mannequins were usually where you'd see, armor would hang. And then iron hooks on the walls, which would be consistent where someone might supply shields and store them. But nothing seems like doesn't seem like there's anything there, though, other than just weapons storage capabilities.
So there's no actual weapons or anything in there. It's just a place where they would store weapons if they had them.
Correct.
Okay.
How many weapons does it look like it could store?
We will say looks like there could be 6 suits of armor stored here, and a dozen different kinds of weapons, typically axes, halberds, swords, pretty standard.
Okay.
But again, they're not theirs.
Do we think there would also be room for maybe arrows and bows and
That does seem like there are spots to carry them.
I'm just thinking if we want to use this as a possible refuge, we might want to keep track of how many things we can store in here.
Yeah, absolutely. It's good to know all the details. Although I don't think this is going to be a long-term thing. It's just kind of we're clearing it, making sure it's safe. That way, if the dragon attacks, they can retreat here. And although 15 miles away, I don't know.
What? That's fast. You could go do that fast.
Yeah. The dragon's attacking. Let's travel 15
Alright, everybody, get your
miles.
belongings together. Essentials only, for the essentials kit.
Well, I would think my concern is also with the fact that because the dragon's been here, there's been issues with orcs and half-orcs and Talos, so it's possible that they might need to retreat here for a reason other than the dragon.
That's also true. Yeah.
It's Helm's Deep, okay?
Should we check out the other rooms? Oh, Daisy, I don't know if you went with us, but we went up that hallway and it led to the room with the arrow slits that you were in before. I saw a staircase. Did you check that?
No, I didn't go up it. I wanted to get you guys in. I didn't want to leave you waiting out there without any defense.
Thank you. Appreciate
Of course. So we could either go up the stairs or we could clear the first level and then go up.
I say let's clear the first level.
All right.
Where do you guys want to go? Back
I'm
to
feeling
this
the
main
bottom.
room here?
Yeah, I'm feeling the bottom door. I don't know what
Let's
you guys
go
think.
for it. Yep, I'm good with that.
There was that balcony thing on the right side, though.
Let's save that for last.
Alright, give me a marching order.
Daisy will go
I'll go
first.
I'll go last.
Little.
Little Marcus in the middle. Fun little game you guys always play. Okay.
It was Monkey's birthday yesterday.
There you go. Alright, so you open up this door. And once again, you see what looks like more arrow slits.
Man, they had arrow slits like this in Helm's Deep.
A little different story, huh?
Yeah, a different story.
And I'm assuming you're walking in, or no?
Yeah.
Okay. And again, you take that moment, especially when Marcus comes in with the light, you see ballistas, you know, kind of looking in. And you see another door down here, which I think I can see. Yeah, okay. Give anything away.
Can we
Very,
look?
very similar to this.
Can we look in the arrow holes to see if we can see anything?
You do notice that now that this door is open, the smell is a little stronger than it was in the other room. It does seem like it's stronger here than it was when you had gone in the other doorway.
I'd like to check. Go ahead. No, you got it.
I was just gonna say, do these ballistas look like they're loaded and ready to fire?
Nope, similar to the other stuff.
Okay. Well, I just didn't want to like open the door and it caused the trap and the blisters fire.
You should have checked for traps.
Well, that's actually exactly what I was going to say. This door, I would like to check for traps.
Okay.
I feel like this is like a murder corridor, with having the two doors and the arrow slits on each side.
Yeah, it's absolutely.
Or ballista slits, not.
I don't know if you wanted me to roll or if you.
Oh yes.
Perception or.
I guess investigation's good.
Okay.
Or whatever you want. 21.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you don't see anything that would make you feel like opening the door is gonna have these like big, you know.
Okay. And was it like, I assume I could tell if it was locked or not when I did that, or I don't know.
Does not seem like it's locked, and I think just as you kind of just stop back for a second and think about it, you're like, this was probably just used as another layer of defense, so like whatever is ahead might be kind of valuable or important in some way.
I will open it. Or, well, Daisy's in front.
Daisy will open it.
Open the door. Okay. Oop. I had extra. So
this is advanced darkness.
Advanced darkness. Magical, if you will. The stench of death hangs very heavy in the air. Like at this point, you're like, oh.
Oh, Marcus, was that you? Oh.
And it's a very dusty, pillared hall, which has a dark, soot-stained fireplace at the east end. We'll just say you took like one step in to make sure I can open up a little bit more. Yeah, so there's a door here and a door right here. I know it's just because of the offset things or whatever, but so there is, you know, a dark soot-stained fireplace at the east end. A deep alcove in the south wall contains a dais, atop which rests a limestone throne flanked by granite statues of dwarven warriors. Between the throne and the fireplace is a hallway with stairs leading up.
I don't remember if we covered this or not. Do we know what happened with Axeholm? Like, as to why it's abandoned, or like, is there any rumors or? Okay.
No, it predates Phandalin.
Oh, so okay. It's been a long time, man.
Mm-hmm.
I want to check out the little throne section. Check out the statues. If there's any inscriptions on them and whatever.
Wait.
Yep.
Hold on,
Sure.
Marcus. Before you go in, I'm gonna do divine sense, since the smell of rotting flesh is so strong in here.
Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. Can you just, I guess okay, Marcus took a step to take a look. Landor, you're probably right here. Does it work within 60 feet unless there's like big old cover or like complete?
Yeah, as an action, you can detect good and evil until the end of your next turn. You can sense anything affected by the Hollow spell or know the location of any celestial, fiend, undead within 60 feet that is not behind total cover. You can use this feature 3 times per long rest.
There is an undead source right behind the throne. So Marcus is kind of like walking forward at this
Daisy
point.
puts her arm out to like stop him at the knees.
So what is it?
Marcus, Landor, there's undead behind the throne.
Alright, I'm gonna go down I'm gonna go down about 10 feet, and then maybe you could go down 10 feet, on the other side next to that pillar, and we'll call it out and see if we can attack it as soon as it comes near us and see what we could do. We'll talk to it. I don't know. Maybe it's I don't know. Is it like a bad undead, or is it like a what? I don't know how this works. What do you know?
I would know if it was good or evil.
It stinks.
Okay.
It stinks.
Yeah,
All right.
There's no song whatsoever.
It's not good. It's not good. This is bad. This is a bad, definitely enemy.
Okay, so you are just discussing your plan.
I kind of want to start it off with a bang and maybe hit it with a shatter.
We can't even see it right now.
It's true.
I can cast it on a point, and if it's in the area, it'll get hit regardless of whether we can see it.
Okay, so I know exactly where it is because of... Right?
You do.
I know exactly where it is? Yeah. So I could tell him exactly where to cast it, right?
Well, do you want to use up your energy on something like that? There could be more. We've only really just started to look at this. At this scenario, it's going to be 3-on-1. I think we might be able to take it out without expending all of your energy. That's up to you. I don't understand how what you do works.
I mean, I have a decent amount of energy, but the fact that it seems like
you
it
all
appears
to
to be
roll
high.
stealth checks for your whispering.
I have the boots on. Am I rolling with advantage?
Not for there doesn't help whisper checks.
Yeah,
16.
Okay.
I think it's just a 10 for me.
Okay.
17.
Oh,
Okay.
Look at you guys. It's gonna be dexterity.
Did you roll? Actually, I actually don't want you to do disadvantage on this, Josh. If you did,
it was just normal.
okay.
But let me just make sure.
Because you're not trying to sneak. You're just trying to not talk loudly. That just seemed.
It's dexterity based for how quiet I'm being and speaking.
If you want to use something different, I'll listen.
Well,
hold on.
Give me 1 second. How about persuasion? It's a speaking skill.
Well, it's going to be stealth, but it could use maybe charisma or wisdom, I'm saying, like a different ability. That makes sense.
Intelligence.
If I could use my wisdom, I'll take that, because that would be an 11 instead. It's still not going to be over a 12 regardless of what I use, well, unless it's like strength, but that's...
Yeah.
I use my strong vocal cords to control the volume. Not so much.
No, he uses diaphragm. He didn't say it with his chest, so that way it was softer.
Okay.
Alright, I'm just going to move down my 2 spaces and hold there in a defensive stance and just wait for them to decide what's happening.
So you want to go like this?
Sure.
Okay. And what are you guys doing at this point?
You told me where it is, correct?
Yeah. I
He
gave
sits
him the
behind the throne.
exact.
Just move down one over to next to that pillar. Daisy.
Well, is Marcus gonna be in the range if you cast it where he is now?
No.
Okay,
No.
then I want to be.
Okay.
I was gonna say I want to be on the opposite side, lined up with where Marcus is.
Like that?
As long as that's not gonna put me in the range.
I was gonna cast it against the back wall, so it'll pretty much just encompass the entire.
It's a 15-foot ceiling too. You could put it high.
Throne room.
That's a good point.
Daisy, is this where you're going?
Yes.
Okay, so what happens next?
So I want to cast a shatter against the back wall, and I want to cast it 8 feet up. That way it catches all the way to the ceiling.
Right. Okay, let's roll for initiative.
Oh, I dropped it.
And that is an 8.
That's an 18.
Okay. Landor is an 8.
Wow.
What did you? Oh, you dropped yours.
Yes, but I just re-rolled it. That's an unnatural 20.
Okay.
Nice.
Nice.
All right. So, yes. So we're just gonna say the shatter's going to start it. So what happens with the shatter? Cons?
It's each creature in a 10-foot radius sphere. Constitution saving throw. It says a creature made of inorganic material, such as stone, crystal, metal, has disadvantage on this saving throw. I don't know what it is, so you can decide whether it has disadvantage or not.
Sure. I got a 17.
That does succeed because it is a 16. So now I throw 3d8s, and you take half damage. And that is 14, so 7.
Okay. So you hear as this thunderous sound just echoes through the tall ceiling, and then you hear at the same time like a just this nasty shrieking sound come from behind, and Daisy, you're up first.
Oh boy, what do I want to do?
I
don't know.
Did the throne explode?
No, I mean there was just definitely some like loose rubble and rock or whatever, but not like any kind of a significant anything.
All right, Bahamut, lend me your strength, and Daisy's gonna rage.
There you go. Then what happens?
Then. Yeah. And I'm gonna try and find it. Can I run over to it?
You can. What do you do? Just coming 1, 2?
Yeah, and then I want to be in range, in melee range.
Sure.
And what do I see as I come upon the beast?
You see this, I would say size-wise feels like a dwarf, very squat and stout, taller than you certainly, but not as tall as say Marcus and Landor. Thick, just these vicious, like nasty razor sharp teeth with like just looks like there's gunk and just nasty things. Actually still somewhat wearing clothes, looking somewhat fine, believe it or not, but it just looks like he's got these nasty claws and he's just kind of just growling at you.
Daisy growls back.
Okay.
And she's going to attempt to hit it with her Dragon Slayer longsword.
Make that attack.
Oh my gosh. My die failed me. That is a 10 to hit.
Okay. Yeah, so you see this thing and you just lunge with it, and it just easily kind of just moves out of the way, moves kind of much faster than you would expect a zombie-ish looking kind of a creature to move, and just you miss. Next attack.
Next attack.
Is this a surprise round by any chance, though?
Most definitely not.
Definitely knows we're here. All right, I'm gonna try and hit it with the Dragon Slayer longsword again.
I'll say it this way: he was aware of you before you of him. Josh, you're muted.
Josh.
18 to hit.
This one works. Yes, you hit.
Okay, all right. Need to find the correct dice. This one. Right? No, that's the wrong one. Sorry. Okay.
It's okay.
Before I said I had a feeling that it knew because I'm basically walking around with a torch.
A loud
All right.
clanky torch.
Fair.
Alright, that's gonna be 10 points of slashing damage. Oh, almost dropped my thing.
Okay.
And then also Divine Fury because I am raging.
Rage.
4 points of radiant damage. So
Okay.
altogether 14. I don't know if it matters what type.
Always good to differentiate. Yeah, there's just a flash of just like silvery platinum divine light. It hits and it just carves in and slices through. Some bits of flesh rip off, but it's just snarling back at you.
Okay, and then I know I still have movement.
You do.
Do I want to take an attack of opportunity?
No.
Josh. No, you don't.
All right, I guess I'll stay there, and as a free action, I'm gonna go. He's fast.
Okay. Marcus, you're up next.
I'll go down 2 spaces, and it's my glaive has been flaming this whole time, but I just want to make sure I specify that.
Your glaive is on fire.
So I'll make this first attack with Great Weapon Master, even though I've been rolling like crap tonight just for fun. And that's gonna be a 19 to hit, I believe.
Yeah, 19 hits. Oh yeah.
Alright. That's a 10 plus 5. 15. So 25, and then I have to roll my d6s. And that's a 5 and a 6. So
36 total damage.
36 total, 11 of which is fire.
Yeah, so you see she slices through, pulls the weapon away, and you just come right up behind and just slice right into the back of this thing, and it lights on fire, and you just rip through, and it just
still
down
still
it
up?
goes.
Oh, down. Okay.
It's dead. Yeah, you just between the two of you, good lord. Thing didn't even get to go. Ouch.
Well, well, we got it. Do I hear or see anything else? Like,
Make a perception check.
Sure.
Yeah, and I'm trying to listen to see if I hear anything coming our way.
I would say
Because
everybody make a
obviously-
perception check.
We just made a lot of noise.
15.
25.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
2.
Daisy doesn't hear anything.
What? She still has the ringing in her ears from the shatter.
But you Marcus and Landor, Marcus, you hear some form of rustling coming from this direction a little bit, and Landor,
Okay.
you get a sense that there is something coming from the fireplace.
Guys, there's something coming from the
Marcus,
fireplace.
I will give you, just because I think after that there'd be a moment where you'd have to kind of stop and listen, I'd give you half your movement if you wanted. Or I'll give you two more squares of movement, I would say.
Okay. Sure. Yeah, I'll go diagonal up 1 to the right. And then if I go diagonal up 1 to the right again, would I have any sort of cover behind that pillar?
Depending on what was trying to get you.
I'd like to try to get behind the pillar, as if I can, like
Sort of like in between, like a Fantasy Grounds move.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Now, with him
possible.
moving there
Yeah.
and him having his flaming thing, do we see anything?
No, not yet.
Okay.
And I'll take my bonus action to just enter a defensive stance.
Okay.
Hopefully nothing has ranged attacks. Actually,
okay.
Did I hear multiple things coming or one thing coming?
You're not sure.
I'm gonna take the dodge action and I can't take the dodge.
You already
action.
took
Never
your
mind.
action to attack. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Landor, what would you like to do?
I am going to ready a vicious mockery if I see anything come into view.
All right.
But I'm not going to move anywhere. That's going to be my turn.
Okay.
That's a good spot.
Daisy.
Oh, yeah.
You did say that was your turn.
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Yep.
Daisy. You see Marcus kind of like move still somewhat hurriedly.
Oh,
You're
shoot.
still not sure what's going on, but
I meant to say I hear something coming that way. So
It's okay.
Yeah.
So did
I think you could tell something's up, but you're not sure what.
All right. Well, do I see both of them looking in that direction?
Yes.
All right, then I'm just gonna go walk in that direction.
Okay. Where would you like to go?
I want to go up one, and then to the right 3. Do I see anything?
You do not.
I do
But
not.
at this point, you hear some sounds like scratching and clawing coming from the fireplace. So that you have
Walk up
one
to the
more. Oh no,
fireplace.
3 more squares of movement because you're a barbarian and you are fast.
Yeah. My little gnome legs have like little tiny like little speed drag things.
Yes.
So it's
Yeah,
like
so-
Sonic's legs spinning.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
So I'll go up to the fireplace.
So you're gonna go like right here, or what?
Yeah. Yeah. Do I? So there's scratching. Is it coming from like in the fireplace behind?
Yeah,
it?
comes like it's coming from inside the fireplace.
Hmm.
I just imagine the camera kind of like coming to there, and you just hear like just like coming from the.
Sturges.
No, not like
Yeah.
like nails on stone and.
Ugh.
Oh, geez. All right. Well, I don't want to lose my rage.
Attack the fireplace.
That's what I'm thinking. I might try to hit the bricks at the back of the fireplace. Is it big? Is it like a big fireplace? Like, could I?
Let's look at that one there. Hold on a second. I can appreciate the attempt for sure.
Are you allowed to attack inanimate objects?
I mean,
I have to attack a hostile creature or take damage. I'm not gonna count the fireplace as a hostile creature. Sorry.
It sounds hostile though.
It does. All right.
You have one more square of movement if you want it.
I don't know what to do. Daisy doesn't know what to do.
I'm gonna give you 10 more seconds, otherwise you're just standing there.
All right. Daisy is going to slice her hand with her sword, just to keep the rage up.
Okay. Roll a d8. I'm not gonna have your strength modifier, but
4.
all right, reduce it to 2 because you're raging. That's how much damage you
good
take.
call.
All right.
I just kind of look. I look back at her and I'm like, what the hell is she doing?
All right.
It's a barbarian thing.
Yeah. Marcus, you go.
All right, yeah, I'll move 4 spaces to the right, or 3 spaces to the right. 2, 3, one diagonal up to the right.
Okay.
I don't see anything in the fireplace or anything
No.
going on in there. If I move one more space, would I be able to see something? Or...
Sure.
Okay.
Maybe.
I'll move one more space to the right then.
Okay.
Do I see anything?
You sticking your head under there and looking?
I'm not definitely not doing that, but you know, if I
Then you don't see anything different.
Okay, so I'll actually move up one.
Like so?
Yeah.
Okay.
And 1, 2,
3, 5, 6.
Okay. And I want a defensive stance, but I also want to hold my action, and it'll be the attack action. And you know, if something comes through, I just want to do my full attack on it. No, I mean,
Okay, yeah, I do. I got you.
cool, thanks. Or yeah, no, we'll do that. I was like, or the dash action, the dodge action. But
Up to you.
let's let the fate decide. Even as dodge, is holding my attack. Holding my attack.
Okay. So, a similar looking creature, not quite as rabid. I mean, still very nasty looking, but just kind of like, if you could just imagine like a Call of Duty zombies when they're crawling down the ceiling and like the walls and stuff. This thing just kind of like comes out, its little head pops out, like yeah, looks at you. So there you go, Marcus. I would imagine you certainly have the first swipe.
Yeah, well, I didn't say
I think
it,
you
so
mean
it's-
ghoul.
That'll be a 16 to hit.
Yes.
So it's 10 slashing and 11 fire again.
Okay. Takes a nasty hack out of this thing. As it, I mean, I guess then your readied action would trigger.
It needs to make a wisdom.
Oh, its movement would also.
Oh, that's right. You would see it at this point. So your vicious mockery. What does it do?
It needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
18.
That saves, so nothing happens.
Okay. All right.
It also, if that was an attack of opportunity, then it would have had to stop at that square because it loses its movement.
Okay.
So I get what do I get? I just get my extra attack now.
I mean, that's different than a readied action to attack, so I would say you take your attack action now.
Oh shoot. Okay. All right.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I was saying like sure. All right. I'm gonna attack. Sorry. I don't know.
I mean, unless I'm missing something.
It's not
Nah,
his turn
yeah, you
anymore, is I think why he was saying that.
Well, I wasn't
But
sure.
he
if
readied
that...
an attack action against the thing he sees.
Yeah, so I wasn't sure. I don't know what I wasn't sure of. This is my second attack, and it was a 21.
21 hits.
So that's 15 slashing and 8 fire.
Dunzo. Another one crawls out. This one over here enters your reach.
Okay.
This is gonna get ridiculous.
That is a 18 to hit. 18 to hit.
18 does hit.
Okay. 5 fire and 15 slashing.
20. Another vicious hack, and it gets stuck there because of your sentinel. Because of your sentinel ways. Another one crawls out.
Oh my gosh.
Go ahead.
That is a 20, not natural.
That certainly hits.
That one is only going to be 6 slashing and 5 fire. I am going to use my one of my whatever the heck it's called.
Mana Uvers.
You know. Yes, thank you. We're going to do Menacing Attack.
Okay.
So it's another 4 points of slashing, and it has to make a Wisdom save.
15
otherwise
total?
It's frightened. Yeah, 15 total. Yeah, I think.
Natural 20.
Oh yeah, it certainly saves.
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
But it was hit and is then stuck. Just because I think it's going to be more fun, not because I think it's more accurate. Another one crawls past this guy and slides through here. Go ahead, Josh, make your attack.
You know, this one I'm going to do Great Weapon Master, because why not? Here's the natural one. Ready?
There it is.
No, that was a natural 15, so it should be an 18. That's an 18 to hit.
18 hits.
Great Weapon Master, so it's 6 fire and 16 slashing.
You just chop the thing in half.
Don't touch my friend!
Another one does the same exact thing, but this one crawls forward this way.
Oh my gosh.
Go ahead, Marcus.
Holy crap.
Everybody's just like, okay, I'm just gonna have my popcorn and watch the show.
This one is a 21 to hit.
Uh-huh. Yep.
The man doesn't miss.
I failed all of my ability checks before, but the attacks are fine.
This is when it counts.
It's 7 slashing and 8 fire. And yeah, no, that's it. Yeah, 7 slashing, 8 fire.
Okay. And then last but not least, one more comes out. Bam.
Gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm.
That one is a 17 to hit.
Yes.
That is
Hashtag tunnel fighter.
Yeah, so that'll be 13 slashing and 6 fire.
Okay. All of these are looking just very haggard as it's just they come in and you're just like slice, and they're all just stopping.
It's whack-a-mole with a glaive.
This one
It's
is
like,
actually next to Daisy, and we'll make an attack roll against her. Okay. That's probably gonna be it. Yeah, that's a 12. And then the other one up top is gonna go against Marcus. It's an 18, which I believe actually hits.
I think that's exactly
Yeah.
the hit. Yes.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I
You
knew I should
take
have.
5 slashing damage, and I need to make a con save.
Ooh. Right. Now here's the one.
This is where it doesn't. All offense, this one.
not a 1. Oh, it's a save?
Yeah, con save.
Okay, so that's 11.
11.
Probably
Okay.
still fails.
Nope, you're fine.
You said 5 damage?
5 slashing, yes.
Okay, cool.
Landor. You see this just barrage of burning glaives, slicing, stabbing, and this thing come up and swipe at your friends.
The one that's next to Marcus, I'm gonna shoot with a firebolt.
Okay.
Natural 1, so I'm not gonna hit it.
That does not succeed. Yes, but if you want to move or anything, you can.
Nope. I am fantastic over here.
I feel good.
But I am going to cast a Bardic Inspiration on Marcus.
Okay.
Oh, thank you.
Daisy.
Thanks for leaving some for me, Marcus. Daisy is going to
Starting all of them off for you.
Kind of the way that works, because if she, well, you'll see.
So Daisy's gonna try and hit that one that is diagonal in between her and Marcus.
This one?
Yep, that guy.
Okay.
With the Dragon Slayer longsword.
Okay.
Okay. 27 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
All right. And that, okay. 10 points of slashing damage.
Bam. Done.
It's dead.
Oh, it's dead.
Well, I guess you would have burned your Divine Fury on that too, so you, sorry.
Yes.
Ah, that stinks.
And
Alright.
then Daisy is going to hit that one.
Okay.
Also with the Dragon Slayer longsword.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 12 to hit.
12 hits.
Yeah.
Great weapon
Right.
master all day, Josh.
Yeah.
All right. 13
That's why I
points
gave
of
him the
slashing
bardic, too.
damage.
Mm-hmm. It goes down as well.
Okay, and then Daisy's going to step forward
Mm-hmm.
and use her bonus action to
Yeah.
hit with her Dwarven Warhammer on that other guy that's right in front of her. Oh, no, on the guy that's diagonal.
Okay. This one.
Yes.
I love how deliberate you are about protecting others. I just love it.
Okay, and that's going to be 22 to hit.
Yep.
Alright. And 9 points of bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, its head is kind of sticking out there, and then this just Warhammer just kind of smacks it right in the face and just squishes like nasty undead grossness on the fireplace.
Alright, and that concludes my turn.
Marcus.
I'll go down one.
Okay.
And attack that one. That's that one. Great weapon master.
Okay.
That's gonna be a 12 exactly.
At 12 hits.
Alright. So that'll be 14, 24 slashing and 9 fire.
Yeah, it had 2 hit points left. His head just kind of goes through little fire, like burnt flesh and nasty grossness. Smell just kind of comes through the air, and then all of a sudden you kind of just stop for a second because you don't see anything, and
Is that all you got?
just like gross and quiet and
Good job, guys.
Yeah, I'll give Daisy a low 5.
Which is just a high five for her. Well, that was fun.
Yeah, we certainly made quick work of that.
Did they
Great.
hear anything else?
it's kind of very eerily quiet again.
Daisy's gonna run down, see if she can find any other enemies.
Like this, and you just see stairs now that are all moving up. Like, you know.
Ugh,
Mm.
it's just stairs, guys.
I'm gonna go ahead and say your rage wears off.
Wah, wah.
Yep.
I would like to check out that throne.
Sure, yeah, so, okay. Coming over here, basically you just see the nasty undead creature. Oh, by the way, all of them had dwarvish looking features to them. It wasn't just this guy. But they were all like shorter, thicker.
Oh,
You know.
that's so interesting. What do you think happened to you?
By the way, the stone, the throne looks like a throne. I mean, nothing seems to be too remarkable, but the creature that was down here has a ring on his finger and just very tattered, like fancy clothes.
Can I look at the ring and see if there's anything noteworthy on it?
Yep, it's looks like a signet ring that has the symbol of a shield. Excuse me, a hand axe clutched in a dwarven gauntlet.
Hand axe clutched in a dwarven gauntlet.
Mm-hmm. That's like the seal of the ring.
And was there any sort of like writing or anything? I know you said there were like statues along the side. Do I see anything?
They're just dwarven warrior statues. Look like they're just there, kind of.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you don't see any
There's
like.
no like they're not.
Oh no, like this is so and so or that's so and so. No, nothing like that.
Okay, cool. Well, should we check out the other rooms in here and maybe go up the stairs?
I think we still have to go to the right from the center room.
There's a door here.
And
door
there's
here.
2 doors. Yeah.
And a door here.
Let's check out the room to the right first.
I'm assuming you took the ring. I don't want to actually assume that. Just
Yeah, I'll be like, hey guys, I found this ring. It's a signet. It has hand axe with a gauntlet. I don't know the family name or anything of the sort, but I wouldn't suggest putting it on or anything. I don't know what turned them into things like this, but yeah, maybe something to put in the bag. We could learn more about it at another time.
It's a ring of undead.
It
something's
stinks.
wrong. Something's amiss.
Dwarven signet ring.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to check the room to the right just a little bit for my character.
Up here.
That room there. Yep.
Okay. Very similar to the other rooms up above. Again, actually, you see gnawed bones, torn armor fragments, and 2 rusty battle axes with 2 dead dwarf guards in the middle of the room.
I'll check the other door on the top left.
Okay. No dead dwarves, but just the ballistas are there as before.
Daisy's gonna check the door all the way to the left.
And by check, you mean
Open.
open? I want to assume.
That's a nice oak door.
Yes, it's very fine. Okay. Let's see. In the middle of this room is a carved stone dining table, about 15 feet long, 5 foot wide, flanked by a pair of equally long wooden benches. Above the table hangs 2 iron chandeliers, and the candles long since melted away. North of the seating area is a sooty fireplace up here, and an alcove containing a pit that looks like something drops down.
A pit.
Yeah.
A pit.
Whenever it's appropriate, I would follow in.
Okay, sure.
Can I
Depending
look?
on what she does, we'll timing up.
Sure.
I wanna look in the chimney to see if I see the same thing as the other ones.
Mm-hmm. Yep, pretty much the same. Again, you think the flue is open, but can't see through it. I'd say at this point you come over here and you just see her sticking her head up the... She actually can kind of stand in it and just be like... It's a little easier that way. I imagine Landor's following suit, but...
Yes.
Okay.
I think they all died of smoke inhalation.
Carbon monoxide's a killer.
Possibility. It's the silent killer.
And this is where the pit was, in this corner.
Weird pit-looking thing.
Can I check out the pit? And
Yeah. Yeah, so when you get there, it looks like there are abundant handholds and footholds if you were to be interested in climbing down. And then as you look down, it's actually kind of just at the edge of the dim light that you see with your glaive. Like, even if you're kind of just like leaning it down a bit to like look, it's not quite as easy, but it looks as though you see some kind of old and moldy carcasses, probably animal, and just kind of gross.
it's probably a bad idea, but I'm gonna check out what's down in that pit. I'll just say to the other guys, it looks like we could climb down it. I'm gonna check it out.
All right.
Are you holding on to your glaive, and is it also still? If you let go of it, does it turn off?
I mean, if I sheath it, it would. But I mean, I feel like if it. How deep is it? How deep did it seem?
It's at 60 feet.
60 feet?
Yeah.
Oh, holy cow! And how wide?
Enough for one person to climb down.
Like you said
Pretty much the same all the way down.
Yeah.
That's what you're...
The handholds are easy enough where I would kind of be able to just, climb down while holding on to it. It would just be a little slower, right? Yeah.
I would say yes. However, your glaive is actually longer than this thing is wide. So, I mean, you could kind of just... I think I would give you disadvantage on your check if you were holding it.
Well, is it like so I guess I'm imagining it as like fixed up enough that it's basically like a ladder. Is it more of like this is a straight up climb, or
it's in the wall, so it's not a ladder as easy as it might be to have like use your weight and lean into something and just kind of one hand down.
Yeah,
if that makes sense. Like you can certainly climb it. I'm just saying if you're gonna have your glaive out, I would give you disadvantage.
Let me just open the glaive quick and just see. Yeah, you know what? I'll sheath the blade. I'll take a torch and just drop a torch down there.
Okay,
so that there's a little bit of light.
Easy enough to do. Make a
unless somebody else was like, you're taking too long.
Well, I was just gonna suggest maybe Landor could use his mage hand to hold the torch as you go down.
The only problem with that is I only have a 30-foot range on it.
How deep does the hole look?
60 feet. Sorry, 60 feet.
60 feet, okay.
So I rolled a die. I wasn't sure if you told me or what you told me to roll. It was
if you were climbing down, if you
and somebody falls. I don't know how much damage you take from a 60-foot fall.
66.
66.
Okay, so we'll say you're setting your things up. You drop the torch. You're like, okay, here we go. Are you are climbing down? That was what you were doing?
I wanted to go down, but like, so the reason I was asking how wide it was, I was trying to go down it. So however that happens is how it happens.
We'll say you drop the torch down there.
Okay.
These two are talking a little bit about it, and you're like, whatever, I'm just going to start climbing down this thing. And after like 3 steps, I'm going to reduce it by 1. You slip and you just hear, just down he goes.
Does he smack his head into the little, like, when you slip it, you go bam and then fall backwards?
You take 18 bludgeoning damage from the landing, and you guys just hear just like clang as his plate armor hits, and he goes, oh.
I took the fast way down.
Yes, you did. I'm sure.
This is what's going to take our team out. It's not going to be enemies. It's going to be falling.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you were down in the pit.
He fell into the pit. We all fell into the pit.
We fell in the pit.
How'd the express route go?
Fast. A little more painful than, the slow. Wouldn't recommend it. Wouldn't do it again.
And next to you is the torch, kind of on top of some old animal carcasses that have nasty grossness down there.
Is there anything else down there? Is there opening, or is it literally just that? Because that was hilarious.
That's it. That's it.
It's their garbage disposal.
Oh, that's fantastic. That did significantly more damage to me than
the ghouls did.
That's how you get the players, with greed. That's and curiosity.
Yeah.
So there's literally, I would look around. I would try to see if there's anything. I know you just told me there's nothing there, but I'm just telling you that I would
You'd be taking your time with this.
That there's a reason. Maybe something's buried there. Kind of look at the walls like the same way we did when we were by the standing stone areas. And
yes, I would say make an investigation check.
Sure.
And
hey Marcus, do you need us to come down there?
Pretty sure it was a waste of my time, but I'll let you know in a second. 17.
17. You kind of just get the sense that this is like their garbage.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna. It's such a strange garbage.
I
I'm gonna.
I agree.
I'll just start climbing back up and be like, oh, I really thought the dwarves were
All right, make an athletics check.
better than that.
Well, he's climbing up. Can I go
No, I'm
back
just
to
kidding.
the? Can I go back to the fireplace that the ghouls climbed out of and look up and see what I see? Is it the
Like-
same
Over here.
sitch?
Okay, well, what'd you get, Marcus?
It was 21 for me.
Climb on out. Fine.
I made the face for dramatic effect.
You're like, oh no. In here, you don't see like as easy to climb, but it does look like perhaps there is another something that up there, like another place, like maybe on the floor above you, like that maybe could go to. But otherwise, it's largely just closed off.
It's a double-decker fireplace. That's pretty cool. All right, I'm gonna go back to them.
Okay. And what's Landor
Check
doing
out
while
this-
he's climbing up and you went back to investigate?
I am taking ritual time to cast detect magic.
Ah, I like it. Okay. So you come back and he's just about finishing up as you were searching everything, and you have your detect magic is active.
It's active. It's at 10 minutes.
Okay. You don't notice anything magical other than everybody's equipment that would
How about
qualify
that?
as so.
How about the ring?
You take it out of the bag of holding?
I don't know if we put it in, but if we did, then yes, I would take it out of the bag of holding.
Seems like a regular ring.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Put it
don't
back in the
detect
bag.
anything coming off of it.
Shall we?
Let's check out the door down below, right there.
Who dat? Who's doing the what?
I'll open the door.
I know. All right. This looks like has all the trappings that someone would expect to find in a dwarven kitchen, including metal dishes, utensils, drinking mugs, and a stone sink. And there is a faucet, actually, in there too.
Does it work?
Do you go over there and turn it on?
I sure do.
Okay. Yeah, some hot water comes out.
Wow,
Wow.
that's very cool.
Must be some a thermal, a geothermal situation going on. Still have some hot water. But that's good to know if they do have to come here, they have water. So
Yeah.
that's kind of why I wanted to check to see if it was still working.
Mm-hmm.
Daisy sticks her head in the fireplace.
Yeah, actually, I think that's the stone. No, hold on.
Is that just the?
Oh no, I'm sorry. It's like a cooking area, and you look up there, and again, the flue is open, but it's covered over.
Okay.
You guys want to head to that the other route, the third door, the one to the east that we didn't go to yet?
Yes. When I
Sure.
looked inside the other fireplace where the ghouls were climbing out, there seemed to be like another area that was up there, maybe a second level or a secret something. I think maybe after we check out the rest of the first floor, we can go look further into it.
I think I might. No, let's go. Never mind.
Okay, marching order. Same as usual.
Yeah.
Yes.
But not in a line, if we can be staggered.
Like so.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, you open up this door. Right?
And lightning bolt, no.
Everybody make a deck save. Everybody.
One for each.
You
Oh, boy.
guys see some rubble. That is A17. Okay. This looks as though there is a collapsed ceiling. As you see, like stone debris and all sorts of rubble and things like that are, you know, like right here in this area. Oops, I should slide it a bit. And again, there's still that nasty stank that's going in here, but as you move in a little bit, it seems to get a little stronger.
I would have taken out my weapon and flame on.
Okay. Yep. There's a door down here. Looks like there's two kind of tunnely looking things you could take.
And do I detect any magic?
You do not.
Okay.
Up here, it looks like a hallway. And maybe something that's like right here that kind of...
I'll go up.
Okay. Come up to here. This... looks much like you would have expected, kind of the reverse of the other side. You know, with the ballistas.
Yeah.
And this just looks like a tunnel that's like about 2 feet wide, rubble strewn, maybe 5 feet high. So it's kind of, you'd have to squat down if you wanted to get through and kind of move in there.
I mean, I would like look, but I wouldn't try to get in there. I would more just be like, "Hey Daisy, I got something you might be able to go through. I don't know."
All right, I'll come check it out.
Well, yeah, never mind. I think the only reason I know that is because I can see the whole map. As she's checking it out, I'll just go up and look in that room and make sure it's all just the regular ballista and that there's no ghouls hanging out in there.
Gotcha. But yeah, if Daisy, you're able to kind of just move your way around.
I want to do that quietly.
Sure, roll stealth check.
18.
You're actually doing a really good job. This, you notice, starts to slope upwards and starts to come through here. Do you continue? Like, how far are you continuing?
I'll keep going.
Because this is not like an end. This is like...
Oh, that's not the end. Oh.
It's sloping upward.
Oh, it takes you like the second floor upper.
I don't want to yell to them.
I'll use the sending stone and tell Falcon. Totally just found this tunnel and the guys have no idea. Like...
Alright, yeah, I'll keep going quietly because I rolled a really good stealth.
Okay, we're gonna do this to sneakily show you where you are. Hold on. Okay, please wait here while I change that. Okay.
Oh boy.
You have no idea what's going on. Just continues. You're moving forward still?
Yep.
Okay.
Boy.
We'll say you keep going and you wind your way through all the way around and it looks like it's going to start to open up there, up ahead. Do you keep pushing forward?
Quietly poke my head out to see anything in that room.
And it looks like it opens up into a door, a small room with a door. Seems kind of... whatever was here, there's still a lot of debris and stuff similar with this, but it looks like it's now opening up into like more man-made, you know, dwarf-made.
It's not open.
Like, the door is closed.
What is where the rubble is? Is that like sealed off? Yeah. Or
it just looks like the collapsed area. Like it looks like it's natural into where the mountain is.
Okay.
You are approaching the door.
Yep. I'm stealthily opening it. Just like a crack. Like I just want to see.
Oh, we'll see about that.
Oh no, is this a mistake? Definitely a mistake.
Okay. So you carefully kind of open the door and it just kind of... kind of just like slides open a bit, and you see what appears to be a trashed room with wrecked cots, chairs, tables, other furnishings, and yet another fireplace which is blackened up against the wall.
I'm gonna quietly close the door.
And and of course this door in the back. But
yeah, I'm gonna quietly close that door and go back through the tunnel.
Okay. Please hold while I do the things and move Daisy back.
Yeah, I realized when I got up there, I was like, I'm not gonna want to go very far. I should probably say something before you move me all the way up there. And then I was like, meh, he's already doing it.
It's fine. All right, so you guys are standing here at the end of the tunnel, entrance of the tunnel, however you want to look at it. And then a little familiar rock gnome's head peeks out. She comes out of the tunnel.
Hey, buddy. What'd you see?
So one room that was filled with rubble, not really anything interesting in there. I opened a door, and it seemed like this other room was completely overturned, like just trashed completely. I didn't go in any further because I noticed that there was a sloping to the tunnel. I think that room might be on the second floor. So I just wanted to see what was in there. I don't know. I mean, maybe someone was looking for something, but it's weird. It seems like the tunnel was very windy, almost like it was dug by someone who didn't really know where they were going. Like it was kind of like all over the place.
So maybe it was something after the fact.
Yeah, or someone escaping and they were just like, I don't know.
That's a very interesting thought. Well, perhaps we could we could keep looking around this room and then follow the stairs up and see if we can find that room.
I think that's a good idea.
And I would have checked out that ballista room just to make sure that that's all it was.
Yep. Stairs going up, another winch for the portcullis.
Cool.
Kind of up there, right in the beginning.
Cool.
And then, I imagine you're coming back down here.
Mm-hmm.
There's the door.
Check out the door below.
Okay. Don't need to worry about that. Yes, this is actually just an empty room. There's just dust patterns consistent with what you've seen throughout the rest of it, but it does seem empty. Probably not that big of a leap to say. Most likely a supply closet of some kind.
And on over to the right. Oh.
Get the feeling, because it stinks in here, right? Like how it was in the throne room. It
does, and you actually notice just as you kind of meander towards this way, the stench seems to get a little stronger.
Before we go any further, I'm gonna do another divine sense.
Okay. What are the conditions? If it's behind like stone or something like that?
If it has total cover, I can't tell where it is.
Unfortunately, you can't tell.
All right.
Any things like that.
If there's anything in here, it's hidden. All right.
Actually, I'm thinking that this is a good spot to stop for the time being. I know. I would love to do this, but I know that we got some things to do coming up. So, on that note, we will head back to our scene right here. We'll say until next time, adventurers. Adios, muchachos.
Adieu.
Bye.